clash in the early season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome to the Rose Bowl, home to the UCLA Bruins. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the UCF Knights, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the UCLA Bruins. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Bruins will get us started with the opening kickoff. Fielded in the end zone, it's Thomas. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Leaves it with the running back.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Here's the handoff. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
3rd and 6, and they'll need a big play here on this opening drive. To the air, it's Mayava. Fires to the middle. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
That is exactly how you set a tone when you're on defense, and especially when you're at home. If you can get them and force them into a punt early, keep that crowd going and involved, man, is it fun to play defense.
And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. From the gun, the running back has it. Breaks into the open. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Bruins with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. A designed run for the quarterback. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the 1st down.
Really good job running the ball, getting that 1st down. Now here comes the tempo.
You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6. He might want another play. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. Caught, close to the marker, it's Marshall. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
A run for the quarterback. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. And the Bruins will hustle to the line. To the air, it's Underwood. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Turning it on! Nice run there, picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
There's nothing more annoying defensively than this. You got a guy bottled up, great coverage, boom. He escapes out of it, pulls a rabbit out of a hat. Next thing you know, he scrambles, gets a first down. Now I got a new set of problems I got to deal with.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Got enough space, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Bruins!
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They took it 64 yards right down the field. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Thomas. He gets it across the 25 to the 27 after bringing it out of the end zone. Will start at their own 27-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Got his man downfield. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking for a man. It's Mayava. Fires to the wideout. Oh, he had it right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. And back to the air on second down. And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Plenty of time in the pocket, and he'll swing it out to the left. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. The Knights will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Looking downfield on first down. Gets it to him on the screen. Still running up the 40. It's a running room. Ripped off a huge sharp play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man. They've got to be dialed in because this passing attack, it's lethal because they get it to their speedsters, and after their catch, they're really good. Got to tighten up that coverage and get those guys on the ground when they catch the football.
There he goes. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Might be changing the route. That's the end of the quarter, and UCLA has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. So after the break, they'll go back to work. They'll move the wide receiver. Right back to the well. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Snags it. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get...
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, UCLA!
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On design runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Maryland just wrapped up 4 quarters worth of dominance on its way to a never-in-doubt victory. And that's really the standard there in College Park. That's a tremendous fan base, and they'll enjoy this one all week. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Gibson. All the way out to the 37-yard line, it's a gain of 15.
Yeah, when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
Wide receiver going in motion. Dropping back, it's Mayava. Quarterback just flat, missed it, incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to throw it. That's reeled in, it's ball.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
You can just start to sense the frustration building for this offense after that incompletion. Right now, setting up 4th down. They haven't yet scored a touchdown. They just can't find a rhythm in this game. Obviously, the defense, the big reason for that. But if this offense wants a chance to win, they have got to start stringing some completions together and get this quarterback in a better rhythm.
On fourth down, looking for the completion. Right down the middle. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see if the offense gets a reprieve. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. Mental errors like that just kill drives. We'll see if they can overcome it. Back to pass. It's Underwood. That's caught. It's Marshall. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Going to swing it on second down. Buys a little time with his feet. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
Now facing a third and long. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Knocked down at the 43-yard line, and the interception has him set up in plus territory.
When you get that quarterback and he starts to leak outside the pocket like that and roll, you roll with him. Those linebackers are supposed to move and shift with him, start to take away the field towards the sideline, because think about it. He's not going to throw it back across his body. The defense read it well, moved with the rollout, made the big play.
He wants to start this drive with a pass. Shoots it to the left. Finds a man all alone. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
And you just wonder now, is that the play that's finally going to wake this offense up? They've been sluggish throughout the entire first half, but could that be the thing that finally just gives them a little bit of a jolt and leads them to scoring some points here before this half is over?
And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
And you knew he was going to take a step back, because you can't throw the ball for over 80% in a season. Like, that's ridiculous. Last week he was on fire, but this week, man, he's freezing cold. And he's got to find something to get this offense going. But right now, just off target. Somebody needs to step up, make a play, and maybe get a spark for this offense.
DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Here's the pressure. Finds space on the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. The give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And just a great job by the defense being stout. Right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Scanning the field, it's Mayava. Moves around to clear up the vision. He gets right to the edge of the red zone. He's out of bounds at the 20.
Man, this defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play, but he showed you the athleticism. He showed you he has the ability to hurt you with his legs.
Third down, red zone play, crowd alive. It's complete to the left. Got some room headed to the goal line. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Knights.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they closed the deal with a 20-yard pass for 6. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. The offense changing the play. Looking to pass. It's Underwood. Makes the grab. It's Marshall. Still on his feet at the 35. They'll move the change after he gets it to the 43-yard line. The Bruins want to pick up the tempo. They want to run this quarterback. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wide receiver comes in motion. Back to throw, time running short in the half. With the catch, it's Marshall. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Motion from the wideout. Back to pass on 2nd down. Got a man, it's Marshall. And they're able to make the tackle. And the Bruins are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Now on the move. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Using his feet. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Well, there you're seeing the mentality of this head coach in the game, going for it on fourth down. A lot of guys would have tried to kick a field goal, but I think this guy knows, hey, we're not going to win this game putting threes up on the board. We need touchdowns. Nice attitude.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Motion from the wide receiver. To the air, it's Underwood. Makes the catch. Open space at the 25. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. The Bruins with the 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. Gets it inside the 10. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. Clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. From the left hash, this one shouldn't be too much trouble. No good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Knights will line up to kick off and start the second half. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. He'll start this third quarter with a run. Powers through the defender. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The inside handoff. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
Well, they needed 2 yards for that first down. Running back doing just enough to make sure he keeps this drive alive.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Quarterback may change this route. Dropping back, it's Murphy. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
Really nice job by the defense. They know the quarterback was outside the pocket. They were still able to get a hat on him just as he was trying to make that throw and force the incompletion.
So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Oh, he wants it all. He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be 3rd down.
Got to give this defense credit, man. They've been so good in the back end in coverage. They basically gave nothing away in the first half, and here they are in the second half defending a deep ball.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on him. It's complete on the right side. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense has it. They're on the move. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? Going right to work up top. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Tight end finds a soft spot. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Really good patience and recognition. And how about the tight end just finding a hole and settling and waiting until the quarterback saw it?
And the play completely changes. Once my QB gets outside the pocket, I got to see it, and I got to start working towards him, or if I'm near him, working away. Nice job being on the same page, getting the first down.
He makes a grab into the end zone. Touchdown, UCF!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Tight end now in motion. Looking downfield, it's Murphy. Flips it out on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the second level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Looking to scramble. The throw. Makes the catch. It's Marshall. And he gets the first down. But, man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
This guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
Got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice game.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
And the Bruins are on the move. They're going to ride this running back. At the 20, he's got space. Touchdown, Bruins! And that one will give him the lead.
This guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, we've got a final in a game that just wrapped up here in the SEC. Vanderbilt is going to get out of Dodge with a win. It's a shave that might have been a little closer than Doors fans wanted, but a road victory feels great no matter what the final score is. An SEC clash and an impressive showing that could be a huge confidence builder for this program. Back to you.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Wants to throw. It's Mayava. Finds his big tight end. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
Jukes his way for more. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
I love the idea, and I love just finding ways to get your best players out in the open field. This pre-snap motion and using it to their advantage on that last play, I think that was a nice call.
Wants to throw on first down. Quickly to the tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. This offense is starting to believe, and as they generate yards and points, they're bringing momentum with them. Nice move to keep running.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Slings it. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
That defender is lucky on that play because he was beat on that deep route. He's lucky the QB overthrew that play.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Back to pass, it's Mayava. Using his feet to buy time. On the move to the right, looking for a big one. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. It is loud in here as they try to help him get a stop on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't work it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. Hand off from the shotgun. Oh, he's got some space. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. That's the end of the period, and it's UCLA in the lead. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the 3rd. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. from the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. He breaks the tackle. Using that running game to bludgeon forward, he's got 4 down to the 35.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Across the 25, he's got room. Touchdown, UCLA! And they take it in for 6 more points. They push the lead out here in the 4th quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible because he'll make it happen.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it out. It's Thomas. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. To the air, it's Mayava. The sure hands, it's Simpkins. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a 1st down. The Knights want to crank the tempo. Good start to this drive, and they'll need much, much more if they're going to give them a finish.
They need a ton more of this, but you got to start the drives great. The first play needs to be really good. That was a good start. Now we got to keep building on it, and we got to do it in a hurry.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. The corners are walked up tight. Looking to fire. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
Punch it out of the air. They get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a 1st down.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Gonna look downfield again. Throws to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Farmer. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. Looking for a man. It's Mayava. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Touchdown, Knights! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. So a drive there of 85 yards, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge.
UCF 21.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. UCLA will go back to work on offense. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a...
Breaks into the open. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. He's got the sideline going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Man, on those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
The Bruins with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Runs through the tackle. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the Bruins have pushed it inside the 20. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Bruins! That leads a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
He'll bring it out. It's Thomas. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's got an alley. They eventually chase him down, but what a spectacular return that almost went all the way. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. Well, this defense wants to bring some pressure. Looking to throw, it's Mayava. Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, UCF! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Yeah, and that's step 1. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
This game trash.
They're sending out the regular kickoff unit, and even with 2 timeouts left, I think they're going to sit there on defense and watch the clock hit 0 if they do this. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Turning it on! And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
Really nice job by the running back here in the 4th quarter, picking up that first down. They need him now. They've got the lead, but not by a lot late in the game. They need him to play his best football at a moment in the game when everything is on the line.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Bruins now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. The give to the tailback. And a good solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
And not a surprise by this offense, right? This is a game management type situation. I want to run the football. I want to run the clock. The clock is my friend with the lead late in the fourth quarter, inside of a minute. I'm going to keep this ground game going and make you have to look at that clock continue to tick.
And the Bruins come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll run it from the gun. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Bruins will bring the punt team onto the field. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Looking downfield, it's Mayava. Skips away from pressure. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. These corners going to give them some space. To the air on first down. Looking for a huge play. He just about put this game away if he'd been able to hold on to that one. Instead, it's second down.
And I'm so interested to see how this young man responds, man. Like, he has been really good all game long. Put up some big numbers, but now it's prime time. It's a big moment. Can he step up in this spotlight, make a big drive, make a big play for his team to maybe go win this football game?
Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. Caught near the sticks. It's Simpkins. He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning. Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They pieced together a couple of first downs, and here they come again. Good timing on the quick out. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Now second down, and it's as if this crowd senses they can help them get a huge stop. Looking up top, and time is of the essence. And it's picked off right at the goal line. So the game will continue for at least one more play as the penalty gives the offense an untimed down. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Back to throw, it's Mayava. Into the end zone, he's got it! No time left on the clock, and they're down by one.
How How about the offense in that situation to come up so big? The place is going bananas. It's so hard to hear. It's so hard to execute. And you just put 6 on the board and have a chance to kick this PAT and tie the game.
And they'll go for 2 to try to win it right here. And this crowd is deafening, trying to will the stop. He'll set up to throw. He makes the grab. The 2-point try is good, and they take the lead. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those 2 teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these 2 squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned this one.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.